I would definitely say by far is my biggest record. And it's just about the city of Indianapolis, you know, through an urban kids.
I can show you what it be like, they didn't AP like, take a ride through that east, I don't throw no peace.
And all the homies, you should stay over here. You know, right now we in Warren District, Warren Township, Far East Side.
We got it at the wood and how you load it. I can tell you about that nap town, trap town.
Man, I used to ride through here every day, music blasting, bumping that old No Limit. You know, everybody knew me. You know, rapping to Donnie, you know what I'm saying? That's how you want to do, rap. You know, but yeah, this is where it all started right over here though.
Federal Rally did a sweep last week, clean the streets, got the city looking like a ghost.
You know, some of the things that I had to go through, you know, like the part where I say, you know, my first track was in a crack house, you know, that was real. You know, some of my first music I recorded in a dope house.
No hope now. I put my first track down in the crack house, boots in the kitchen, dope fiends in the background. Listen close, you hear the scream, no squeeze.
You know, they sold dope downstairs. I recorded in the attic, you know what I'm saying? But them was my brothers, you know what I mean? And they believed in my dream, and I didn't have nowhere to record. It was at a time where I was studio hopping, getting in wherever I could get in. I didn't have any money, so yeah, I used to record in a crack house too.
Nap town, trap town, smack town, now where you at now? Now where you at now? Now where you at now?
People be into certain things, but you can't pick who your family is. You can't really pick who. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can't pick who you grow up with, who you're around with you. So, you know, we all are conversating and be doing, but sometimes people be doing different things, get caught up in things. Your number will come across a wiretap or this or anything, you know what I mean? And, you know, we all be nervous, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of it's real, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Welcome to Trap Town. Yeah, did my city, baby. It creeped the whole hood lit. I got them going crazy. Play with me, you push it.
Well, man, actually, the name Trajik, I came from battle rapping. That's how I started. You know what I mean? That's where it all started, just battle rapping and stuff. And you know, back then, man, everything was just hardcore. You know, if you know your name, it had to represent something rough, rugged, and raw. You know, and that's what I came up with. I came up with Trajik. I mean, every time it was just tragic, man. I was killing boys in the battles. I go to school, cutting boys up in the lunchroom. You know, anywhere I could get a battle, man. I go, man, to Philadelphia battling. I mean, I was everywhere, man, just battling, man, just trying to make a name for myself. And Trajik was what I stuck with. I actually had a few other names, you know what I mean? But Trajik is the one that actually stuck with me. I grew up on West Coast music, you know what I mean? I grew up on, cause my brother, I got an older brother, you know, he's like 4 or 5 years older than me, and I used to have to listen to everything he listened to. He'll wake up in the morning, man, put it on max, and they put it on repeat. He'll leave the house and be gone, I'll still be asleep. That stuff be loud as I don't know what, just playing over and over, man. I used to, the SIBO, E40, you know, Too Short, obviously Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Mac Mall, Brother Lynch Hung, Spice One. It got to the point where I would go to school and recite these records to people. And they'll go buy the tape, and they'll come to school the next day and be like, man, this isn't as good as you was saying it was, or how you was making it sound, you know what I mean? And then it was just like, after a while I caught on and was like, man, maybe I should write some lyrics for myself.
I'm a brought up representative with original lyrical flow, so come.
Down there, you know, you got a basement, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wrote my first rap in that basement right there, man.
Man, I was in class, you know, writing raps. You know, what I would do is I would go to the store, buy the old, you know, the Maxwell discs or whatever, CDRs. And man, I slid it right up at the top, just enough to slide the case out without damaging the plastic. You know, I put my little insert in there. I slide that thing right back on top, man. Put a little glue or something, however I would seal it. And I'll seal it closed and I'll go out and sell it for $10. I was in a rap group. We was called the Raw Dogs. I actually got it tatted on me. This was my first tattoo at the age of 16. I ran away. I was doing whatever I was doing, and hell, I got a tattoo, you know. It was me and my guy John Conte Jr. You know, which he's a song producer. You know, multi-platinum. You know what I mean? Grammy Award winner. You know, he did all the beats, and I was the stronger rapper because I didn't make the beats. But you know, him doing the beats and rapping, that would make up for his lack of rap or whatever. So I felt like we were here. And man, I'll never forget, man, we had a contest, man. One day came and we were supposed to pick up some paperwork from the contest and let us know, you know, what day we go and this and that. He didn't show up that day. He did something else. And I got on that stage, man, and man, I rapped that new solo song. It was called In a Blow. They stopped the line like, wait a minute, do you got more music? I'm like, yeah, I got more music. They was like, go to the car and get whatever other music you had. Grand finale ended up being in New York, which I won that too, you know what I mean? And they got me my first record deal with Virgin Records. You know, I was underage. So anything I would do, my mother and my father had to sign off. That's how I ended up running away, catching flights, going to New York anyways, signing paperworks anyways, you know what I mean? But luckily I was under the age and none of the paper, it was void, you know, and my mother and them, they was upset, you know what I mean? Because I felt like, you know, here's my chance. I'm really not caring about what the paperwork entails. You know what I mean? My mama and them like, this isn't right, son. You know, this isn't right. And I'm like, what you mean this isn't right? This is Virgin Records. This is my chance. What y'all mean we're not signing it? What the hell y'all mean we're not signing it?
The comeback kid, comeback kid, the comeback kid, the comeback kid, comeback kid, the comeback kid, the comeback kid.
Yeah, man, you know, it really, you know, puts some things in perspective, man, and, you know, I think it's the best thing that ever happened to me, man, honestly, man. All of the ups and downs, and, you know, it was all for a reason, you know. And I used to wonder, like, how am I gonna get these people attention? I'm in the middle of Indiana. I'm in the middle of nowhere, yo. How am I gonna get on TV? How am I gonna get any notice? How am I gonna do this? And I just kept on, not really knowing. I just kept kept making music, kept putting out tapes, kept doing what I felt like was the right thing to do. I don't know, man. I wish I could just say, yo, I could just give you a list like, yo, this is the formula, but I can't, man. I really can't. I really can't.
How many of y'all in here have seen Empire? Heard of Empire? You guys, yeah?
Empire, I thank God for whoever created Empire, you know. Empire came out into the world and, you know, somehow I ended up on there, man. I reached out to them and I was just thinking, you know, I'm gonna get on this show and I'm gonna rap. You know what I mean? But they ended up saying, yo, we like you, we wanna meet you. I'm speaking, the camera's on me, you know what I mean? And, you know, the deeper I get into the game, I see what I've been blessed with.
What you got, Bubby?
Did you think that you would make it this far?
In the beginning, just to have a CD put out was my goal. So, you know, as I went on my journey, my dreams started to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
I realized first thing, getting what you want, you gotta know what you want. And that's younger, I didn't know what I wanted. I wanted to rap, I wanted to be famous. You know, so I feel like that's the difference between now and then. Then when I was talking and, you know, what you want, it was, I'll say something corny like, you know, I just want to be heard, you know. The times change, you know, I feel like I evolved as a person, as a man, and, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm ready for the world, man, show them what I got.